Hello, grade 12s. Welcome back to the channel, Science Therapy, hosted by the one and only science therapist, Abutiwa Sos Ukobela Wemet. And without any further ado, let's look at these questions that we have here. Okay, so we have question 3 still on physical properties. It says, let us investigate the boiling point of the 4 organic compounds given below. And then we can see that we are given butanone, butan-1-ol, propanoic acid, and 2-methyl-propan-1-ol. And then we can see that they maintained a relatively molecular mass, so a comparable molecular mass, right? Because we can see that only the butanone has a slightly smaller molecular mass than the rest of all of them, right? Now 3.1 says define the term boiling point. So we must say the boiling point is the temperature at which the vapor pressure of a substance is equal to the atmospheric pressure. Then 3.2 says which compound, is it butan-1-ol or 2-methyl-propan-1-ol, will have the higher boiling point? Then fully explain the answer. So we are supposed to say it is butan-1-ol. Why? Because we say both butan-1-ol and 2-methyl-propan-1-ol have hydrogen bonds. But then butan-1-ol has a larger surface area because it is a straight chain molecule than 2-methyl-propan-1-ol, which is a branched chain. Now the hydrogen bonds in butan-1-ol are stronger than those of 2-methyl-propan-1-ol. Therefore, more energy is required to overcome the hydrogen bonds in butan-1-ol than in 2-methyl-propan-1-ol. Thus, butan-1-ol has a higher boiling point, right? Then here we are given a graph below. It says the curves P, Q, R, and S below were obtained from the results of the investigation. Then X represents a specific temperature. Now 3.3 says which physical property is represented by temperature X. Now if we can just go back to the statement, it is there. Let us investigate what? The boiling point. So that means the physical property that is being represented by temperature X there has to be the boiling point, right? Right, and then that's how we have it. Now let's proceed. We have 3.4. It says which curve P, Q, R, or S represents 3.4.1 butanone. Now looking at all these organic compounds that we are given here, we can see that the one with the weakest intermolecular forces is obviously butanone, because looking at butan-1-ol, propanoic acid, and 2-methyl-propanol, these all have what? Hydrogen bonds, which are the strongest intermolecular forces. But then butanone here has dipole forces, which are weaker in comparison to the hydrogen bonds. So that means it should be the one with the lowest boiling point here. So which curve here represents the lowest boiling point? We can see that it is curve S. So butanone has to be represented by curve S. Then 3.4.2 says which one represents propanoic acid. Now propanoic acid is a carboxylic acid, and we know all carboxylic acids have two sides of hydrogen bond, right? So that means it has to be represented by the curve that has the highest boiling point, which is curve T, right? Now when it comes to 2-methyl-propan-1-ol, that means we are only left with Q and R to decide upon. But then remember here, we said that butan-1-ol is the one that has a higher boiling point than what? Than 2-methyl-propanol. Mainly because it is a straight chain molecule, it has a larger surface area than the branched chain molecule. So that means the 2-methyl-propan-1-ol has to have a boiling point that is lower than the butan-1-ol, which is R. Now 3.5 says give a reason for the answer to question 3.4.2. It is basically what we just explained now. So what are we going to say? We're just going to say it has a branched chain, so its boiling point is lower than that of propanoic acid and butan-1-ol. So a temperature there, or a boiling point that is lower than the 2, is obviously the one that we see there, right? So one that is lower than the propanoic acid and also the butane one all is obviously R. So that's how we decided upon this. So, okay, we have came to the end of the lesson, guys. Please press the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed the lesson and then you have found it helpful. And if you've been watching the videos and haven't subscribed yet, please smash that subscribe button. And also, if you are watching these videos from Facebook, please like and also follow the page. And then also don't forget to share the link with your friends and classmates so that they may also find assistance. Remember, do not be selfish. We are winning as a team.